Hey guys, how you going? Hey guys, you worried about the effects of 5G radiation? Well, let me introduce you to the affiliate of this video. They're called EMF Harmonized, and they filter out the harmful RF waves that actually damage our DNA. Kids are also more susceptible to the RF waves than adults are, and what they do is EMFs clump together red blood cells and cause lots of problems. This technology prevents that. And as you can see, they have products for your phone, your tablet and your computer, as well as your body. You can actually buy these for your body. So if you'd like to help a fellow truther and help me out as well, please check out the affiliate link down below. They also actually have a video showing you the red blood cells, how they clump together with 5G radiation, and how this technology protects you from that. Okay guys, if you're interested, check out the affiliate link below. Thanks guys. Hey guys, I'm back again because I've got a thread for you. From Dano at Snarkish Dano. Surprise Dano thread, really good actors. Let me preface this thread with this. This is a theory supported by a lot of evidence, but still only a theory, as we have no proof of any of this. So please keep that in mind as we move forward. One particular drop from our favourite letter puts a lot of emphasis on great actors being essential for a good movie, and that's what we're watching, a movie or a show. Has been referenced multiple times. In fact, enjoying the show has been used 74 times. 74. Bad actors has shown up 27 times. Good actors only the one time. Movie is used 27 times as well, plus all of the obvious movie references, clips, posters, memes, etc., etc., etc. So it's obvious that there is a particular focus on movies, shows, acting, and the like. But why? Well, that's where this starts to get sort of interesting. Other than the normal bevy of squawking celebs, and the rest of Hollywood has been surprisingly silent, eerily so. I wonder why that would be. Normally they are so busy self-promoting that you can't get them to sit down or shut up. We also know that all have dirt, some way more, like calorie levels, and others way less, like the minimum needed to survive in the sewer that Hollywood is. Those who scream the loudest are easy to identify in Hollywood. But what are all those other hundreds of thousands of actors doing? Yeah, they are still making TV and movies to a degree, but even that has slowed down significantly. Is it possible that they are busy with another or other jobs, big jobs that require them to be away from Hollywood and the acting scene? Now, what would those jobs be? Let's take a quick side trip here to a thread I did a couple of months back on... months back. This is critical, so please go read it all the way through and then pop back to continue here. Now I'm going to read this as well. It's going to go into, we're just going to go right in. Double star. Walk with me on a journey through reality and speculation, one that will leave you both questioning reality and existence. This is not a typical thread for me in subject matter, but you will still see plenty of pictures. Might sneak a map in too. Why double star? Well, this is the title of a book by one of my favourite SF authors, Robert A. Heinlein. The cliff notes are an actor is recruited to play a head of state that suddenly dies. Okay, that's a pretty strong hint where we're going tonight, not the only place. This will wind in a couple of directions, but it should keep your mind in the game. I want to start by thanking a couple of Anons for helping me with this. I robbed pictures from them without remorse. They were willing accomplices. So please give them a follow and a cheer for their help too, at Male Texan, at Nurse Anon, and at Collectible Bug. Without them, this wouldn't have happened. What got my mind going was seeing multiple ads pop up for silicone masks, ostensibly for Halloween, but they aren't very Halloweeny. In fact, they are mostly of elderly folk. I posted this a couple of days ago, September. Who needs clones when you have this? This would explain all of the odd differences we see with all their people and their twins. This one is retail. Can you imagine what a full tilt one would look like? Now I'm just going to turn the volume off on the desktop. Not my volume, their volume. And we're just going to watch this. I don't want to open the whole YouTube app, so I'm just going to look at it like this. Let's have a look. Remember seeing the children's ones and that? Oh. Okay, if this is a supermarket one, can you imagine what a real special effects movie makeup one looks like? And do you see what I mean? Look at the eyes. They look way back inside the head because the mask is taking a lot of that room up. There's that line. There's a line at the back. Oh no, the lines go right down. It's just... Oh wow. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Then last night, September 22nd, POTUS did this. What I found interesting was the hand movement that he made, like he was talking about a full face mask. Was my thought about the silicone full masks on doubles true? Would also explain the need for earpieces, etc., to keep the actor on script. Now let's have a look at this. Oh, it's been suspended. No. Ah. Okay. That means thinks that we are being directed. Perhaps all of those ads popping up aren't coincidental after all. I love the indirect nods that we are going in the right direction. Yeah, the ads pop up to show you. I've had that too. Some weird things popping up on mine to show me things that I think I needed to see. So I got to thinking about how many people have been accused of using body doubles or clones. Now I'll say it right here and now, I have a hard time swallowing the clone thing. Is it possible? Absolutely. Is it practical? Oh, not so much for a number of reasons. But I won't get into that now, and we have easy and very effective solution at hand, full masks. Hollywood FX industry has been using them for decades, and they can be made to be exceptionally realistic. And they do it with horror movies. Look at the... I know the guy who made the show is bad, but the Jeepers Creepers thing. Hollywood special effects. Wow. Yeah, it looks pretty bad, doesn't it? There's the Hulk. So I'm not playing this for a reason. If you want to, I will put the link down below and you can go and look at this for yourself and listen to the guys talk. But you can see in the background all of these masks. And they make them of normal people too. Okay, so much so that if you weren't comparing people side by side, often you would miss the little detail differences. If the retail ones are as good as above, how do you think the pro ones are? How good do you think they are? Yep. The ears. The ears can be a dead giveaway too. That's why they sometimes have detached earlobes and other times they don't. Yep, Bill Clinton. And again. Oh, let's go Fauci. Okay, the real one has bridge of nose is slender, ears flare, face square, face lined. The double has bridge of nose is broad, ears flare, face oval, face smooth. Because look at the pictures of this face. They're not like they're smooth. Wow, I'm just going to leave this here. If anyone wants to try and explain this, please feel free. Yep, a girl playing this part and a boy playing, I don't know. It looks freaky to me. The notorious RGB. They're changing the pictures throughout the entire internet from when she looked like this to this. I swear that looks like Adam Sandler. Hang on, is it Adam Sandler? No, not Adam Sandler. What's his name? Ben Stiller. This looks like Ben Stiller in a mask to me. The eyes and the... I don't know why. I just think it looks like Ben Stiller. Look at him. It looks like Ben Stiller. I think that's Ben Stiller in a mask, personally. Kamala Harris. I'd say that's the fake one. What do you think? Do you think? Because it looks like the eyes are back further in the... I don't know. I'm having trouble here. What about you guys? Yeah, the eyes are back further. That's what makes me think they're masks, is when their eyes don't quite look right. I don't know what it is. I can't... They just look further in their head with a mask on. You know how if you have an extra layer of skin over your eyes would look then further back in your head. Oh, I don't... Even looking at that makes me... There you go. Mask Hillary. And again, oh, do we have to? Okay. Let's put our big person panties on and just go. Okay. Oh, yeah. That's not Hillary. I remember seeing that. See that? See the eyes? You can tell more on the top lid than the bottom. Okay. Maybe it's just me, but... Okay. Don Lemon from 2016 and now in 2020. Does that look like the same person? Before Trump? After Trump? Merkel? Joe? And Gates again? Let's look at Obama. Yeah, it's too smooth. Too smooth, I think. Hey, where did it... Oh, yeah, it's there, but it's very faint. Pelosi? Oh, I haven't been reading them. Oh, yeah, Pelosi. I hate to add this, but in the interest of openness and honesty, Mike Pence, I have to look at all the facts, even the ones that might not be. Oh, I see. I don't know. Strzok? Yeah, not the same person. Longer face, longer head. Completely. And lastly, Zuckerberg, who looks like a robot now. He doesn't even look like a human being. Is it a mask? I will also link a big thread that Q_Galt did that covers the above and many more. I don't agree with all of them, but that's okay. And that tweet, unfortunately, is unavailable. So with all of the above in mind, it's pretty easy to believe that we are seeing some shenanigans, but to what end? Well, as always, I have a theory on that. Buckle in, folks. We know that the board has quite a few statements that they've made multiple times. Let's look at relevant ones to this conversation right now. What makes a movie good? Great actors. Enjoy the Show has appeared 73 times. I won't bother linking a drop. There are so many. Whereas Hunter Biden has dropped in POTUS tweets twice. Where is Hunter Biden? Has disappeared while the fake news protects his crooked daddy. A term that has popped up on the kun in regards to what is going on, kabuki theatre. Patriots are in control. And some of us are here to drop crumbs, just crumbs. POTUS is 100% insulated. Any discussion suggesting he's even a target is false. POTUS will not be addressing nation on any of these issues as people begin to be indicted and must remain neutral for pure optical reasons. To suggest this is the plan is false and should be common sense. Focus on military intelligence, state secrets, and why might that be used versus any three-letter agency. What SC decision opened the door for sitting president to activate? What must be shown? Why is POTUS surrounded by generals? Again, there are a lot more good people than bad, so have faith. There was a hostile takeover from an evil, corrupt network of players, not just Democrats. Don't fool yourself into thinking Obama, Soros, Roths, Clintons, etc. have more power present day than POTUS. Operation Mockingbird. Patriots are in control. Sit back and enjoy the show. We are at the precipice. Swamp fighting back. Remain calm. We are here for a reason. Patriots in control. And finally, the Great Awakening, a total of 55 times. The armour of God. Finally, be strong in the Lord and his mighty power. Put on the full armour of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of even in the heavenly realms. Therefore, put on the full armour of God so that when the day of evil comes, you may be able to stand your ground, and after you've done everything to stand, stand firm then, with the belt of truth buckled around your waist, with the best breastplate of righteousness in place, and with your feet fitted with the readiness that comes from the gospel of peace. In addition to all of this, take up the shield of faith, with which you can extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one. Take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God, and pray in the Spirit on all occasions, with all kinds of prayers and requests. With this in mind, be alert, and always keep on praying for the Lord's people. Have faith in humanity, have faith in yourself, have faith in God, the Great Awakening. So what does all of this mean? Well, here we go. What it means is that we're watching a pre-planned and long-designed script play out. This script is designed to awaken the most people with the least amount of death amongst the population. Remember, this is war. There will be collateral damage. It cannot be fully helped. But the path that has been laid down is the one calculated to bring the least collateral damage possible, while in turn awakening as many normies as possible. Remember, military planning at its finest. Okay, I'm going to have to read these drops. Waking as many normies as possible. Read 10 times, 50 times, 100 times, slowly and carefully. Stop after each sentence. Analyse. Understand significance. Reread. Continue. Appointment of a second SC would fail. Think why. Seal tight. Race for time. They depend on winning in November to defend impeachment and stop investigations. Their only hope. What they do not anticipate is POTUS declass it all due to optics and MSM foothold on comms to paint political attack. Russia investigation cover up. We are here for a reason. We are here to unite the core, you. Why did POTUS name fake news as our biggest enemy? Use logic. This will be a fight, not through DC we control, but with public opinion once this jumps. 2 missile fires with a strategic purpose. 2 extinguished. This is not a game. This is war. This is literally evil knocking. Will you answer? Will you fight? Will you defend? We will. We are. You elected us to take back our country, our world. Enough is enough. Military planning at its finest was the next one. And do you believe in coincidences? Which 2 House members ran the investigations, RE, DOJ, FBI, etc.? Gowdy resignation. What role did he play? RE House investigations. House Oversight and Government Reform Committee Chairman. Goodlatte resignation. What role did he play? RE House investigations. House Judiciary Chairman. House Senate. House Senate. House Senate. Trust Grassley. Senate Judiciary Chairman. House of Cards. Military planning at its finest. And only 4 to 6% lost. 3 drops. Patriots. Rest assured we are in control. Watch, confirm and disseminate. The country is not divided. This is fake news. Antifa was organised purely for optics, RE division. It's fake. Estimated 4 to 6% we consider hopeless and forever brainwashed. Reread crumbs, RE, slave grip the Ds have on the black population. Why is this relevant? Why are jobs, economy, growth relevant? This requires a deep cleaning. These people are stupid. You are safe. Have faith. Be ready. MSM coming, big way. We see all, we hear all. Fight, fight, fight. Conspiracy push coming. MSM lost control. D lost slave grip. D lost centre voters, and that's Democrats. Libs are minority. MSM projects as a big movement. Fake news, 4 to 6% lost forever. Hello, George. And 4 to 6% brainwashed will never wake up even when presented with facts, which is sad. Anyone notice how quiet so many Hollywood actors are? Sure, we had Hanks, Oprah, Ellen, Madonna, Milano, what's his butt from Archie and Midler all bleeding pretty consistently, but what about all of the others? Robert Downey Jr., Ben Stiller, etc., etc., etc. Yeah, Ben Stiller is playing Hunter Biden. Is it possible the great actors are playing roles? Roles laid out for them as part of their deal for an easy death? Roles designed to expose the perfidy of the leftists, Hollywood et al.? Actors used to wearing silicone masks as part of their work. Actors used to having change tone and inflection to suit the role. Actors used to sitting for hours to get made up for their role. Are they actors every time? No, I don't think so. I think it's done for a variety of reasons. The real Politico traders are only let out on a very short leash from time to time. Hence the changes with, say, Hillary, who looks different every time you see her. Is it her known doubles, an actor in a mask, or the cabbage breath girl herself? At this point, it's hard to tell, but it's obvious it's not always the witch. Bottom line here is that we are watching a show put on by the White Hats designed to wake the most normies possible with the least amount of death. I and many others in and around my digging groups feel that this was all a done deal in 2017, before they even dropped for the first time. The board. Everything is allowed, planned for and controlled. Riots, fires, COVID, everything. I know that might put a bad taste in some of your mouths, but you have to understand any other way is worse. Any other way ignites a shooting war that no rational person wants. A shooting war that would kill millions quickly. This is our last stand. We have no other fallback position. This is it. We have only one chance to get it correct. I'm going to trust the patriots in control and do as they ask. Going cowboy is the wrong thing until it is asked of us. Let the military handle that, which they do so well and are trained to do. Thank you for reading once again. Hope you understand the big picture we're dealing with. I will follow back all Patriots. A request for RTs. Let's see. Okay, I'm going back to the original role. Okay. So now in many ways that thread is a duplicate of this one. Sorry about that. But there are some critical differences that time and thought have brought out. First off, the actors might not be working off only death penalties. They may be working off lesser crimes. While most are bad, not all are fully evil. Second, if we're watching a movie, what about those bad players in business and politics, etc., that didn't want to play ball? Is it possible that they were already done away with and an actor with a mask plays that person for now? Third, if this is a movie and everyone is already arrested, then it's logical that we could be seeing the real people sometimes and an actor at other times, depending on condition of the prisoner, the security, how close to others, and how much speaking has to be done. There could easily be a whole laundry list of rules for using double versus the real, quite quickly put together with just a bit of logical thinking. This also virtually does away with the clone theory. Remember Occam's razor and the KISS principle. Keep it simple, stupid. Occam's razor is that the simplest explanation tends to be the correct one. KISS is keep it simple, stupid, yeah. Yes, clones are possible, but why use them when you have all these actors needing something to do? And all of this already existing mask tech ready to roll. The expense alone would argue against the cloning idea. Plus, the clone movement is detrimental to the cause. While possible, it just makes us out to be loonies to the already incredulous sheep. We need to be taking steps forward with them, not back, tearing down barriers to belief versus erecting new ones. We are being told we are watching a movie. In effect, the job is done. What's left is waking the normies. That is where we are. The election is just a way to wake the normies. There was never any risk in the election. It's a done deal. And back onto this, there are other ways that are detrimental to the case. And I don't know if anyone's seen the Australian Bunnings Karen come out and say that she's seen tunnels with children in them now. So when things like that happen, it makes me think that that is not happening. We are yet to, I believe we should let it play out and then find out what's happening. It's just my opinion, and I'll agree to disagree. If you think that it has happened, then... And I did at first, and then I sat back and I've been thinking about it and thinking, we'd see more, we'd know more, surely. They can't hide that if they're rescuing all these children. So I'm just wary, that's all. I'm being wary. And when you've been awake a long time, you tend to be a bit wary of what you're hearing. Okay? That's just how it is. I don't know, I'm not better than anybody else, or, I don't know more than anybody else. You just get very wary of people and information. If you shift your thinking to look at everything that happens and is happening from this lens, it all starts to click together and make way more sense. It also allows you to not continually get caught up in the emotional ebb and flow of events. Because when you get too emotional, it just can go out the window, guys. That's why logic is better. You need logic over your emotion if you can manage to do that. I don't know how I somehow have managed to do it, and I really, other than looking at all this for a long time and following the board for the last few years, that's the only thing I can think of that has made me put logic before emotion. Okay, don't panic because patriots are now in control. They have been for a couple of years now. All we have to do is wait it out and help our sheepish brethren to the truths once they shed their sheepiness. That is our job now. That is what we are here for. As always, thank you for reading, and he will follow back, and here is his YouTube channel. And there are a few more examples. At what age do blonde girls' straight hair turn into red curly hair? Chelsea Clinton. From that to that. Okay. So there you go. What do you think of this, guys? You can let me know down below, even if you don't agree and you do think there are clones, or yeah, I'm very wary. I prefer to wait and see what comes out in the end, because I think a lot of what we've probably been going guessing at could be wrong. But anyway, okay guys, let me know what you think down below, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay guys, bye.